I remember Big DP, Big Dave, man, is we all had a, you know what I mean, got the initials, what's it called, engraved, you know what I mean?
The monogram.
Monogram in your sleeve, man. Everybody got a nice little design. Everybody got a nice little calligraphy design, cursive. They had the Times New Roman size 12. Hey, man.
He gave him that advice, man.
It was D. I was like, D. Always ready, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, follow us on all the platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Always Ready Online. I mean, you name it, man, we there. All right, check us out.
But you ain't leave no room for me to say anything.
I mean, I took care of it.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
We're good to go. Wedding season, baby. Let's go.
Wedding season back in the mix. Why you so excited, man?
I don't know. For everybody else.
It is crazy, man. They open, opening back up. They open the churches and the banquet halls. And I know a lot of people have been waiting on the final word from Ohio, man. When can I get married, right? All this planning, all this time putting into work, paying out money. And you just kind of left in limbo, man. So
they said it wasn't dance floors. Can't dance at the weddings, though.
You can't dance?
No salsa.
That's selfish.
No salsa dancing.
That's selfish.
Yeah, man.
So no first dance?
No first dance, second dance, no last dance.
Could you imagine, though, man, like going through this time? I'm glad, I don't have to worry about this. I'm been married quite some time, so I'm good. But I can imagine like being in this process, trying to plan a wedding with all of this craziness going on and having to adjust everything. Like this has been the worst, like 4 months for any bride and groom, but particularly brides, right? Like, and anybody that's dealing with any wedding planning.
I don't know a lot about the whole being married thing, but I would imagine that these last 2-3 months have given you an opportunity to really think about if you really want to be married to this person.
Maybe this was God. Like all this whole coronavirus was just so that I can evaluate if this is the person I'm supposed to be with.
Could you imagine, like, you thinking somebody, got it together, and then that 3 months they just collapsed under the pressure.
I see the real you.
Yeah.
I see the real you being home with you.
Here it is.
Being home with you all day, every day. I see what you want. I see what you like.
I don't know, man.
That's selfish. Well, anyway, man, congrats to all the brides to be that's been able to maybe salvage their wedding plans or readjust. I mean, that's what life is about, man, adjustment. And unfortunately, obviously it comes on arguably maybe one of the most special days of your life, you know what I mean? But shout outs to all the brides that's getting a chance to, you know what I mean, walk down the aisle, man. Yeah. Walk down the aisle and get
Congratulations to all the, the groomsmen who ain't have to spend no money on suits. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Hey,
what's up? What's up, DP? We supposed to be in the wedding in a couple months, man.
Yeah, no, first of all.
What's happening? What's happening, DP?
Know what DP doing right now. But wait a minute. This quick story.
I'm DP.
So excited.
I'm so excited.
All right, so look. So when you got married, though,
yeah,
and we all got our suits made. So first of all, DP was mad. Shout out to Dave Patterson.
My guy.
DP was mad because you made us get these like Italian, like, I don't know, super skinny. This was before like skinny suits was in. And Dave at the time was probably about 300 at least. He might have been more than that. And like the way that Dave built, it just wasn't working for him. He was so angry at the suit. He's like, man, I'll never wear this again. And I was salty because you made us wear ascots. of course, and ain't nobody know how to
different, man. You know what I mean?
Tie up or loop or ascot except you, man. So like, and then when you had your ascot, I don't even think you fully. I don't even know what you did, man. It was just different, man. You know, I felt like it was like a. I think
I had to tie yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was different.
Nah,
man.
you know what I remember. I remember Big DP, Big Dave, man. Is we all had a, you know what I mean? Got the initials. What's it called? Engraved. You know what I mean?
The monogram.
Monogram in your sleeve, man. Everybody got a nice little design. Everybody got a nice little calligraphy design, cursive. They had the Times New Roman size 12. Hey, man.
He gave him that advice, man.
It was D. I was like, D. Hey, man. Shout out, man. My God, Dad, we gotta get him on the show, man.
Times New Roman.
But Dave, man, he about to get married, man. He's about to get married. Got a big wedding coming up, man, with him and his beautiful fiance, man. I know you watching, man. So we love you, bro. Hope to see you out in Cali soon, man. And you know, we'll get that squared away, man. But again, shout out to all the brides and everybody going through their wedding, and whether you adjust it, you know, and maybe pushed it back a year or so, or you able to go through with it this year, man. Hearts out to you, man. Prayers up. You know what I mean? Make it a good one.
So Tiger Woods, Peyton Manning, Phil Mickelson, and Tom Brady all was playing in this golf match. Shout out to them dudes. I don't know none of them except Peyton. He probably don't remember me, but
You don't think Peyton remember you, man?
No, he probably do. Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
What would you say to him right now?
I don't know, man. I don't know what I say to him.
Hey, remember?
Come hop on this podcast, though.
You threw me that comeback?
In practice. Never got the ball, ever. So they played this golf match, which I thought was really dope. But they raised $20 million for COVID-19 relief efforts. I thought that was super dope, man. Mostly because it was unique from a standpoint of you got four of the biggest names in the two respective sports going at it. And when I'm watching anything, like I'm trying to pull something from it, and watching these dudes battle out, stay competitive, they was going back and forth, trash talking. Brady hit like this shot because Charles Barkley was calling the.
So you watched it, Joe. You watched
the highlights, and so Charles Barkley's he calling it. He like bet Tom Brady like 50 grand on this shot. Like I bet you can't make it. Dude hit it from like 120 yards away or something crazy. Anyway, what I thought was cool though was that they was paired. So it was Tiger Woods and Peyton Manning versus Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady. Yep. And so they going back and forth. But they raised $20 million. But the thing, the lesson in all that and the piece to pull away is something that we talk about all the time, and that's greatness demands a duo, right? You can't do anything by yourself. And to have people that you can count on and depend on that are like-minded in the same arena from a success standpoint, pulling your resources and influence together to make a difference, to offer up now $20 million to a group of people, you know, that you'll probably never ever meet, but using your influence and your platform for good is just a real big deal, man. So I thought that was extremely impressive. But it's just it, man. Greatness demands a duo, man. And so it's like you're better together. You got to find people that you can work with, move in the same direction for a common cause, and it's bigger results. If Tiger Woods had done a fundraiser by himself,
right,
he probably could have raised a couple, 3, 4, 5 million, and the same for each one of those individuals. But when they pull everybody together, you're talking about car sponsorships and everything that goes into sponsoring a golf tournament. Man, them dudes had all types of people chiming in.
Who won?
So I don't know. It don't matter. I saw the highlights.
You know what's crazy is
America won $20 million.
I'm surprised, you know, that you actually watched it. You know what I mean? And tuned in to golf. I mean, you know, I've watched you on the golf course.
Yeah.
I've watched you.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if you recall, we talk about greatness demands a duo. You remember we took golf lessons together.
We did.
And we were the worst.
And I stopped that day.
Hey, man, I remember the driver. You might not remember this, man. I remember we was out and the guy was showing us how to, you know, hit it off the tee. And literally, like, I had to turn my body. I have to turn my body like 90 degrees. So if I'm hitting one way, like my whole body is turned like a whole another way. I don't even take my driver no more to the. I mean, I tee off with like a 5-iron or something.
No, you look dope now. I mean, you got it together.
Nah, man, I ain't played in a minute. I need to get back out there. We need to get out there, man.
Top Golf, man. Is Top Golf open?
I don't know.
That's where I need to be.
Get out there, man.
All right, we could do that. Hey, man, I'm feeling that shirt, man. Believe in yourself.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, we definitely try to wear our little motivational tees, man. I was feeling this one today. Believe in yourself, man. I felt good about it, and of course, want everybody else to start, you know, having that self-confidence, man. Self-confidence in themselves, man. I honestly, I feel like, man, I come across so many people, man. Of course, you know, we talked a lot about the fear of failure when writing a book and all that, but I come across so many people, man, and all the line of work that we do is, man, this confidence, you know what I'm saying? A belief, like they really want to go and do something, man, but they had a fear of failure because they don't have that confidence in themselves. They don't believe in themselves that they can actually go out and do something. You know what I mean? What they really want to do. And so, man, yeah, that's where it all starts, right? If you don't believe in yourself, like why should somebody else, you know what I mean, believe in you? So just have that confidence, man, that confidence. Obviously, man, you know, we've been talking a lot about being in that deep learning phase, and you know, we got our confidence equation, you know, that we always teach and share. And the confidence equation is simply, man, real simple. C plus E equals O. C plus E equals O. Confidence plus effort equals your outcome. Confidence plus effort equals your outcome, man. And it all starts with confidence. The more confidence you have in yourself, right, typically the more effort you're going to give to something, which obviously leads to your outcome. And the better outcome you have, the more confidence you have. And so it's really just a cycle, you know what I mean? But the confidence level that I always like to point out, man, is we have this confidence in ourselves that if we know how to do something, like if we have a certain ability. We've been talking about, you know, MJ and The Last Dance and all that, like confidence in myself because I know I have the ability to do something. But what a lot of people, I think, don't realize is that this notion of confidence should also simply come from, even if you don't know how to do something, the ability to learn how to do something, right? I might not know how to do it. I may not know it all. I might not have all the knowledge, man, but I can learn to do it. And if I truly believe in myself that I can learn to do something, then I should have the confidence in myself to be able to do that. I should be able to believe in myself to go out and execute that. And so for me, man, I mean, everything that I've done, I believe wholeheartedly that if I truly, it's cliche, right? But if I truly put my mind to something, that I can actually go out and do it. I got the confidence that I can literally learn just about anything. You know what I mean?
That's good, man. You over here, like,
I know, man. My bad. I got. You know what I mean? I just.
Come on.
I got.
Was that like a crossover?
You know what I mean? Hey, I'm ready to go, baby. Believe in yourself, man.
No, that's good. So you said confidence plus effort.
Confidence plus effort equals your outcome. CEO. Everybody want to be a CEO. They want to be a boss. You know what I mean? Take that to the bank, baby. Confidence plus effort equals your outcome. That's easy money.
They ain't gonna give you no money. You take that to the bank.
Take that to the bank.
Hey, man, Tone told me to come in here. Hey, I got confidence. I got effort. But I ain't got no money.
Where my outcome? I'm telling you, man.
That's good, though, man.
Take that to the bank.
Solid. So I'm watching. This was a big weekend for watching television for me for whatever reason. But I was getting some good thoughts. So I'm watching ESPN2. And I somehow find myself trapped in watching the 2020 Madden Bowl. So Madden, the video game.
That's crazy, man.
Like, it was like a 4-hour event, semifinal games, final games, and I'm watching. So I'm watching the first part. I'm watching, but they got full strategy. I mean, these cats is on TV talking about, man, just like they do it in the NFL. They watching film. We watching film too. I know all the plays. I know what my guys are doing. Anyway, man, so they got this thing set up, and they got real announcers. That's what made it interesting. They had announcers announcing the game like it was Monday Night Football. And so they calling out the players' names, and it's 4th and 4. Is he gonna punt?
Now was it all digital? I mean, like they was all spread out, or they was
all spread out in different places,
they was just
right? Playing video in their bedroom. Like one dude, like in his mom's basement, I guess, wherever he was. Like, I mean, you could tell he was still at his people's crib. Like you could just tell. And so they playing, man, and it was just interesting just to watch. And then I couldn't stop watching. I watched one semifinal, then I watched another. I was like, man, I might as well go ahead and watch the finals. So I'm watching the finals. One dude, this is what I thought was super dope. So first of all, it was a $250,000 pot for like first place through like 10th place. So the first place victory got $65,000. Second place, I think, got 40.
That's crazy.
Third place got like 30. You know what I mean? But the pot was smaller because of COVID. Okay. Last year, the winner won $100,000 for like winning the whole thing. So they playing, man, and I'm watching like, and so it's getting intense. I mean, they yelling, they scream, you know what I mean? You got money on the line. So come to the finals, this dude named Joke playing this dude named D Croft. Well, D Croft ain't score. I mean, it was like 14-0. Dude's supposed to be like, they were saying stuff like, this guy is a top 5 defensive video game player of all time. I'm like, what? Like, I mean, it was intense.
Stats, analyze everything.
But the dude the dude Joke that won, he said, you know, I went with a different mindset into this tournament. So they get into tournament play, and this dude like spent all his money. It was a salary cap type deal. He spent all his money on defense, running back, and the offensive line. He had no quarterback. He had to put like a punter at quarterback. He literally handed the ball off. It was to Gale Sayers. So you had old school players, new school players. You could pick from this big pool. Okay. So he handed the ball off and never threw the ball, ever. Like, he never threw a pass and beat everybody every single round.
Really?
Right? Because he stacked up, put all his money in his offensive line and his running back, literally just kept pounding it in, eventually would just break one for like 60 or 70. And he had the best defense. So I got to thinking, like, how would I feel like if this dude never threw the football.
Destroyed you running the ball.
But then I took it a step further, and it goes with a lot of the things that we do and how we do it. There's more than one way to get to the top of the mountain. There's more than one way to be successful. Like, you don't have to do it like everybody else. And that was the interview they kept asking him, like, man, yo, like, why, like, you didn't pass the ball ever? Everybody's passing the ball. It's a pass happy league. And he was like, man, I figured out a way to get successful at doing something that nobody else was doing and everybody thought wouldn't work. And so I started thinking about everything that becomes a duplicate or a copy, because people think success is based on trying to be like somebody else versus finding your own lane and finding what you do well and just going after it that way, like playing to your strengths. So he's like, man, I'm not going to change up for anybody. I'm just going to do what I know how to do and do it well. But just like in day-to-day life, man, like if I'm driving around, if I need to go to your house, when I type in your address, that GPS give me about 4 different ways to go. Now, some of them are longer than others. Some of them are shorter. And I get to choose on which way I want to go. If it's a traffic jam on what's usually the longer way or the shorter way, I can go a different way and get there faster. That's why you got the Waze app and navigational apps and all that. And in regards to life, man, it's this exact same thing. I don't have to necessarily take the exact same path that you took for me to be successful. And I thought it was so dope, man. This dude was like, man,
just running the ball.
I'm going to just run the ball. Like, pick up 2 yards, pick up 3 yards, pick up 6, and then you got to start over. So eventually the defense, they get like, and then he started pulling the safety down, shooting them gaps. Nope, missed tackle to the, like, it was like, and then it felt like real football now. Cause like it was crazy, man.
It's just crazy how big that world has grown. You know what I mean? Just digital gaming, and the cats is like literally what we used to get yelled at for playing too. I mean, you know what I mean? When the last time you played a game for real? I mean, like college, man.
Right.
You know, we gave up gaming because we had to get serious about the real world and go to work and all of these other things. And now cats are literally getting paid like millions of dollars to play video games.
And that Madden tournament was 100,000 or 65,000, but you got cats, the Fortnite dudes. Oh, it's a wrap. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 million dollars, whatever it may be.
That's crazy.
Them cats bringing in bread, man.
That's crazy.
No, you can't say to a kid, get off them games no more. So they could be like, hey, Ma, I can make more than you make playing this game. What you gonna say to that?
Damn, that's real. I'm
What you
gonna
gonna say?
I mean, show me. show me first.
But they gonna say, hey, instead of, all right, give me a 4-year plan. You want me to go to college for 4 years? Let me just play this video game for 4 years. And at the end of 4 years, if I, you know, then I'll go to school.
Well, remember we had a former teammate, man, that tried to do that, play video games.
Yeah, that was a problem.
And, say no more.
So, this Waiting to Fail book. Keep hearing all this.
WTF. I remember when I was using those initials and like
No, you can't do that.
somebody hit me up and I was doing a church run.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, you know what I mean, WTF. Somebody hit me up like, hey man, you shouldn't. And you know me, I'm like, nah.
All right.
That's exactly what I want to do. I want to make you think.
All right.
WTF, man.
Can I?
Waiting to fail. See? Got you.
So, chapter 7, College Boy.
Yeah.
What you got in this college thing? What you talking about? What's in here? What's not in here that should be? What's going on in college, man?
What's not in here that should be? I mean, I probably can't tell you that.
Come on,
Otherwise,
man.
I'd have just put it in a book.
Oh.
But nah, man, I was pretty transparent in that book, man. A lot of good stuff. Obviously, the book itself, Waiting to Fail, just kind of talked a little bit about some of my challenges, adversities, but more important, you know, not just about me. Like, who cares about me and my story? More importantly, man, I, you know, just encourage other people to use my story as a backdrop, right, and superimpose whatever they may be going through to get over that hump, man, not fear that failure. But college, the whole college thing, man, college was fun, man. We had a lot of experiences in college, obviously. But one of the things, man, that's, you know, probably a little funny backstory, man, nobody would never know, is
Well, they gonna know now.
Well, if they read the book, but I'm gonna give you the cliff notes.
All right.
Is so when I first moved out, you know, trying to get my own spot, I was like, yo, it was pretty simple. I'm like, yo, I want an apartment and I wanted a nice TV, which at that time was like a 27-inch tube boy.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Heavy
Heavy boy, 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no flat screen game back then. So anyway, I was like, yo, I want a nice TV. All right. I want a nice couch area. I want to just sit back after practice when we, you know what I mean, off days. I want to be able to relax and watch TV. And I want a king size bed.
All right.
Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like everything else, I can figure it out. I want a king size bed and I want a decent couch and a nice TV and I'm Gucci. So this one I realized, like, furniture, when you don't have nothing, like, that's interesting. You know what I mean? When you got to start from ground zero, like, it's harder than what you think.
All right.
You know what I mean? So for all my people out there, man, new to going out and living on their own, like, man, you gotta, first off, man, you ever like went from ground zero to stocking a refrigerator and like spices? Like that's hard work, man.
First of all, spices don't go in the refrigerator.
Not go in the refrigerator, but I'm saying, like, go to the grocery store. For the first time, you have nothing and you go to the grocery store. I mean, you spend like $1,000.
The first time I went to the grocery store, it was a store. It was a free store in Indianapolis.
It was a free store? What do you mean? Like stuff was for free?
Yeah, all the stuff in the Coast facility, bro. I had all types of Gatorade and little chocolate milks and snacks. You take 2 or 3 a day and fill up. All right, continue.
All right. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, my point is, when you go to, you know, get your first apartment, man, when you first get into it, it's a lot that goes into it. So I had a much harder time finding the things that I wanted. So king size bed, like I'm looking everywhere. I'm like, yo, I just want a king size bed. Trying to get something that I can afford. Trying to get something that's comfortable. You know what I mean? Just trying to get. I just need a king size bed. You know? So I'm going to store to store to store. Right? So I finally find this king size bed. It was $600. I remember, right? $600, and the boy was like 2 sheets of paper. I mean, it was, it was so thin, but it was a king size bed. I'm like, yo, if it's a king size bed, I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, yo, I want this bed. Okay. So I didn't have $600 right then. You know what I'm saying? Right. I was going to get it, you know, a couple weeks over time. Maybe I was going to use a little Pale Grant or something. I don't know what I was going to do. Yeah, a little per diem. I was going to have it in a few weeks, but you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I want to get this bed. And so, you know, of course, it was a little furniture store, you know, the 12 months same as cash or something like that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, cool. I'm gonna get the bed, $600. I pay it off in a couple months. We good. So I go try to sign up. You know what I mean? Hey, sign up for the joint, get the bed. Decline. I'm like, damn, decline? $600. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe I need some help. I need like a co-signer, right? So I go to my mother. I'm like, hey man, Mom, can you help me get this bed? You know, sign with me. Decline. I'm like, man, what? Like, why we keep getting declined on this bed? It's like $600, man. So I'm getting more frustrated now. This is like a week, 2 weeks has passed.
Still sleeping on the floor.
So I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna go to my grandma, man. Grandma, you know, I know she good. Like, we solid. Like, everything will be straight. Like, I'm good. Go to my grandma. Hey, grandma, can you, you know, would you, you know, sign, help me get this bed, $600, you know, I'll have it paid off in a month or two. No, I'm not doing that. I'm like, man, what the, like, are you kidding me? It's a $600, I got rejected 3 times for a $600 bed. Man, I was so livid, dog. I was so mad. And I mean, I just remember, like, just I'm praying, like, God, you know what I mean? Like, man, what is going on? You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm praying, though. I'm doing everything because I can't understand why I can't just get a king. Why is it so hard to get a king size bed?
Just need 600.
Just need 600. And so anyway, man, long story short, about a week or two later, you know, through some back channels, I get a call, right? Same mattress store, no names, no gossip, okay? Same mattress store. Somebody hit me like, hey, look, you was in here, you need a bed. I got the top of the line foam boy. Like now, say $600 mattress was like paper, bro.
Right.
I mean, I got the top of the line boy, foam boy, $5,000 mattress. I'll give it to you for $500. $500. Now, I don't know what he did. Look. Maybe it was like, you know. I don't know. All I know is I'm like, yep, sign me up. I ain't gonna ask no questions. Sign me up.
So you going on the record? You're saying you the reason.
Nope. See, I know where you're going. That's not where I'm not where I'm going.
Because you just said it was. I don't even own a $5,000 mattress.
Listen, that's not where I'm going.
For $500.
Yeah, maybe I exaggerated.
Was you in college or was you out of college?
Don't worry. Listen, you messing up on the details.
I just want to know.
Here's the point that I'm trying to make. The point that I'm trying to make is, I was denied of a $600 bed that was flimsy, and I got a $5,000 bed that's super plush for $500. So what I thought that, you know, the door kept closing on me. What I didn't realize is that I had pretty much a blessing in disguise on the back end. You know what I mean? And so as often as we, you know, get jammed up and we get down on the things that is not going our way, like, we got to understand, man, keep, you know, believing ourselves, right? Believe in yourself. But more importantly, man, just had the notion and faith and the belief, man, that, man, there's something else waiting on me, man. And maybe I didn't get this $600. Maybe I kept getting declined because there was something else waiting for me on the back end that was much better. And man, that mattress has served me well.
Still got it.
That mattress served me well, man. Mattress has served me well. So that's my mattress story, man. Read the book, man. Get all the info in the book.
That's waiting to fail.
I gave you too much information.
Waiting to fail, baby.
I might have incriminated some people.
Yeah. Whole program going down.
What program?
Don't know.
No names, no
gossip.
names,
no gossip. Yo, so Chapter 7.
Alley-oop?
Chapter 7.
Oh, wait a minute. Are we going for real?
Oh, I don't know. That was a good one. I thought we was in there.